What's up, beautiful people? It's me, Ricky Jones Jr., and I am about to do a reaction to the 12 surprising facts about South Africa. Let's go! What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 Alright, great people, so usually I have my reaction glasses. However, I am currently in Johannesburg, South Africa, actually in my hotel room, and I was like, I gotta keep these reaction videos going. But really, I want to do a reaction to this because I'm in South Africa, like I said, and maybe some of these surprising facts I can, experience while I'm even here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this here video.
South Africa, a beautiful, warm country filled with great stories and people. A place that is one of the most developed countries in all of Africa, with an amazing population of 50.59 million people, making up slightly more than 5% of the total population of Africa. And this country not only shares borders with other nations, but the vast open waters of the Indian and South Atlantic Ocean. Now, welcome to FTD Facts, guys. This is the channel where we like to go around the world and look at people's cultures and places from different places than our own. And with that, today we are talking about the powerful nation of South Africa. If you were to ask somebody to name the capital of South Africa, most people will probably answer
Johannesburg.
Because it's one of the biggest cities and it just seems like the right thing to say. And even though it is the largest and most financially important city in all of South Africa, that answer is not actually correct. The truth is, in fact, South Africa has 3 official capital cities. Pretoria, for example, is the administrative side. Bloemfontein has control of the judicial side of South Africa. And as for Cape Town, it's the legislative capital of South Africa. South Africa is also quite...
So that was pretty cool. I did not know. I thought I was in the capital. However, knowing that Pretoria is not too far from Johannesburg is cool nonetheless. However, that's pretty interesting. That's a fact I did not know, so I'm already getting smarter.
Multi-ethnic and multicultural society. It has one of the most diversified cultures and languages in the entire world. And although in history there's been a lot of problems over race and culture within the country, the nation has 11 official languages recognized in the Constitution. Those are English, Afrikaans, Indebele, Pedi, Sotho, Venda, Xhosa, and that is Xhosa with a click, that's how you pronounce an X, Swazi, Tsonga, Tswana, and of course Zulu, with Zulu being one of the most spoken languages. And as for South Africa, it definitely has a record, because there is no other country in the world that has as much official languages as this country. Now, South Africa...
Wow, that's pretty cool to know. That, which I did know, there were 11 actual, spoken languages, well, official languages spoken in South Africa, but to know that that's the most in the world, that says a lot. That says a lot about South Africa and South Africans. And more importantly, I'm gonna say it says a lot about the people, which I'm excited as well. Y'all know I'm excited for the kids to get this experience, to get a chance to live here and to even experience what life is like here. But even outside of that, we met somebody that actually spoke 11 different languages, probably these predominant 11 languages. So to think that one could be that fluent within various languages says a lot about you.
Considered a treasure trove for archaeologists and paleontologists. The country alone has produced some of the world's oldest and most valuable fossils to date. And of course, about 1/5 of the world's gold comes from mines in South Africa.
Whoa, 1/5 of the world's gold comes from here in South Africa? Might have to get me a shovel.
And speaking of digging and moving earth around to find these treasures, let's talk about the ground itself. Because every year, South Africa moves about 2 inches farther away from South America. And this is a subtle continuation of what is known as the continental drift. Now, when it comes to health and sciences, the doctors of South Africa have done something that nobody else has. And that is the first ever heart transplant was carried out in the country. This was done at the Groote Schuur Hospital in Cape Town. In 1967, the operation was conducted by surgeon Christian Barnard. And even though the patient died 18 days later, it was considered a success. This is because he died from double pneumonia, but his body had not rejected the heart. And from that moment on, it paved a whole new pathway into heart surgery, which has helped millions of people. Now,
so that says a lot right there. Like, to be inclined and advanced in your healthcare services, that makes me feel comfortable living here and being here. But even though I don't do the hospital, I haven't ever, only went to the hospital once, but even outside of that, I haven't been. So, you know, I'm comfortable at the end of the day. What I will say is, when we're looking at homes, I did acknowledge where the hospital was. So letting me know that all of this is advanced in the capabilities that South Africans have in their healthcare services. Again, I'm safe, I'm comfortable. Check, check, check.
The thing about South Africa is there are some beaches that you can go and hang out with penguins, which I find very weird because I thought penguins really like the cold. Believe it or not, there are various breeding colonies of African penguins, also known as the jackass penguin. They are usually found on the western coast of South Africa, and one of the most famous places to visit these birds is in Boulders Beach, which is just south of Cape Town. With over 6 billion trees.
So that's gonna be fun to view the penguin. I'm not gonna call them what y'all call them, but to see the penguins at the beaches is gonna be hilarious, especially with Rain, who is terribly afraid of birds currently. Maybe she'll grow out of it, but definitely no footage will come with that. However, that's interesting. Penguins on the beach? You never would put those two together.
Johannesburg is considered to have the largest man-made forest on the entire planet. Originally, Johannesburg was considered a grassland, but they changed that relatively quick. This is because trees were planted in the 19th century in order to provide wood for the growing mining industry.
Wow.
One amazing thing that I always loved about South Africa is if you look at the map, you will find something very odd about it. And that is the country known as Lesotho, which is completely landlocked and surrounded by the entire country of South Africa.
Now, I'm gonna stop right here and say I did wonder what was going on with that country, and I was like, maybe it's a big city within the country. However, I did realize that it was a separate country after I did some research. However, to find out why, when it came about, what's it all about, I'm tapping in right now, y'all.
And although it is its own country, if you look on a map and talk to some people will say it should have just been part of the country. One other really interesting thing that is a coincidence within South Africa is it's the only country in the world to have 2 Nobel Peace Prize winners who had houses on the same street. This is Vilakazi Street in Soweto, Johannesburg. And the Nobel Prize winners that lived on that street were Nelson Mandela and Archbishop Desmond Tutu. However, South Africa is not just a place of science and opportunity, it's also a place of sport.
Which they didn't even say in this video. However, I did walk the street on a tour of Soweto, and it's actually like a stone's throw. Like, you can literally be at one home and throw a rock and hit the other home just to show the distance of them. And so that even speaks volume of what even is within South Africa and the capabilities that South Africans have. So that is an awesome fact that I think a lot of people graze over or overlook. However, you know, great things are produced here in South Africa.
Soccer or football, however you want to pronounce it, being one of the most popular sports within the country, South Africa was the first African country to host the FIFA World Soccer Cup in 2010. But that's not the only sport it can pull a record from. It is only the second country in the world to have hosted cricket, rugby union, and soccer World Cups after England. And not only that, but there is one other thing that the country can be really proud of.
That's pretty dope, because World Cup I knew. The crickets and all those other things, I don't even know how cricket operates. I tried to watch it on the TV in the hotel, and I was literally just watching to see what they were doing, not even realizing why they were doing what they were doing. But to know that all those different sports were conducted here, come on, y'all. Come on. Put some respect on their names. South Africa. Let's go.
It is the only country in the entire world to build nuclear weapons and to voluntarily dismantle its own nuclear weapons program. And to this day, there is no country that has ever done it on a voluntary basis. South Africa may be on the southern tip of it.
I'm gonna say I don't know what to do with that fact. I don't know what to do with that information. I'm gonna just say I know that they're capable and able. However, they're willing to let go. So that's all I'm gonna do. That's I'm gonna store that fact right there.
But it accounts for almost almost 25% of the GDP of the entire African continent. Its economy is twice the size of Algeria, which comes in second of GDP. But that's it, guys. That's just a taste of what this great nation is. My name.
Again, great people, South Africa has everything that you need. As you can see, it has some great facts. If you're looking for gold, it's here somewhere. Somebody dug it up before. But outside of that, great people, great education, great powerful minds, 11 languages, 11 languages. Come on. That is indicative of the greatness and the smartness that the people walk around with and that you can come in contact with when you do venture your way over to South Africa. So with all that being said, I'm that much more in love with the country that I'm already in love with. I do have some facts now after watching this here video, so thank you for recommending me to do a reaction to this video. And again, if there is any other things pertaining to Johannesburg, South Africa, or South Africa at large, definitely let me know in the comment section below and you'll see a reaction video to it. All right, great people, if you see me around, like I said, I'm here. We are here. My wife and I are here this week. If you see us, shout out to us, speak to us. We would love to greet you. Until next time.